Now, projects. Now, here's my problem. I got problems with some clients. Every once in a while, there's a client who says they're going to listen and they don't. Now, I like making millions and billions. I like money coming in. For me, it was coming in so I don't have to be stressed and I can pay my bills and have some fun. And that's basically what I used to like to do. To me, helping you is my greatest thing in life because it's fun making millionaires and billionaires. Now, I'd like you to get a tablet and pen out. Can you do that for me right now, please? I want you to take that tablet and I want you to turn it, all right, this way. Okay, very simple. So what we're going to do is think about how I can get you to millionaire, billionaire, if you want, but it's going to be up to you. I need you to draw this side over here. Now let's understand something today. Today, we have Bank of America that has settled 192 cases in the last 7 weeks. They have announced they're going to shut down 400 more locations. All right, banks, listen carefully. In your city and state, wherever you live, doesn't matter, you'll see banks shutting down locations because they don't need them anymore when they bought Zelle and other things. So I need you to compare, all right, banks, grocery stores, and cities to you. That's right. I want to compare it to you. You see, a corporation is a legal person. Can you write that down? A corporation is a legal what? Person. Okay, but that's a law, public record. A corporation owning a corporation is called a subsidiary. Write it down. Bank of America, all banks, they bankrupt locations. That means they get rid of a branch number. What do? They bankrupt it. They signed a 100-year lease. They bankrupt the debt, take the assets, and walk away. Now, your problem with you, I'm sorry, don't take it personally, whatever I say, all right, today. Okay, draw the other side. What you didn't learn is you could have had 3 divisions of you. You've allowed the world to kind of kick your assets. What does that mean? You allowed yourself to jack up credit, get stuck, can't get any more. So if we write down and draw this diagram, this is what I want you to do. I want to create a blueprint for you, rebuild you, and then we're going to partner in a business or two. And I'm going to get you $100,000 a month if you allow me to. But I need you to listen, okay? I want 3 divisions of you. So write it down. You can write down 3 divisions of me. You or me, it doesn't matter. It's one and the same. So around the cities in the states, we look at the banks filing bankruptcy. Okay, well, they've done that. They're doing that all the time. We look at Sam's Club, Walmart, Geico, cities. Okay, now what's our goal? You have to reprogram you. I'd like to reprogram every one of you my way. I'm sorry, don't take it personally, but I think your way sucks. I brought in my first $1 million under the corporate structure literally when I was 14 and a half years old. I have over 100 patents and inventions and all kinds of fun stuff. But again, I got to 2.6 billion at 26. So you might just want to listen a little bit because you've always prayed that you have someone like me help you just a little bit. So let's write down, stop bringing the pain home. Next, we have to be a certified CFO. That means we have to understand what that means to be able to get credit. There's $3 million. How much would you like? Okay, would you like more? Okay, how about we get basically 10 more million? Okay, how about we get some more? Okay, I've been collecting this stuff since I was a kid. Okay, here's another book of credit. Here's my Dun & Bradstreet book. Here's my personal credit book. See, credit's the only way you can finance the American dream to get where you want to go. Why do I say that? Because you're not winning the damn lottery. You're not getting a big enough raise. How are you going to go get it? Same way I did. We're going to use corporate credit and finance it because we get to write off interest rate and credit card. So today we're going to look behind that curtain every time. We got to dissect it. Now I want you to write down my blueprint for success. I wrote blueprint for success when I was 9.5 at the Torrance Library. Then I wrote down and I called my first blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. So let's write it down. I would see what I want, I'd pray, I'd go get it, and that's what it is for me. All right, I have everything I want. I mean everything. There's nothing I want I can't have and I go get. So I'm talking about everything you want, you can have too. But again, the biggest lie that we hear is that a corporation can protect us. And that's the problem. I had 2 clients last week file bankruptcy on Friday. Why? Because they signed the building lease and guaranteed it when their attorney told them to. He also said they're going to protect themselves. So corporations are designed for one reason in the beginning, is to receive money. You see, if we receive money as SSN, we're tax probate when we're dead. Corporations were to receive money, so no tax is due till we're profitable. And that Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person. So when we look at this, when you sign anything outside the corporation, for instance, you sign or anything, you pierce your veil. Car, building, lease, credit card. So what we have to understand, all right, at the end of the day, we have to take care of our families. So I always say never bring the pain home. As we play this game, let's understand, you, all right, legitimately can set up 3 divisions of you. 3 chances to try and never bring the pain home. A division can protect you and replace you. Divisions use tax ID because you're allowed by IRS and the rules and tools and the law, public record, your choice. The goal is to repackage you. I'm going to call it like Humpty Dumpty. So Kurt, question would be to you, do you want to be a millionaire? Okay. Everybody always says yes. The answer should always be no. Would you like to have a corporation as a millionaire? Yes. All right. Me, I receive money. What happens? Tax, probably when I'm dead. Corporation, no taxes due till I'm profitable. Okay. That means I can create debt. I'll set the taxes and never pay tax. Maybe on property or something. So the goal is this. Why you should start with $100,000 of personal business credit. First of all, your personal credit has to be balanced correctly. And the problem is you not knowing how to do that. Next, corporations, cash credit. If we take money, we can turn it into more money. You go to the bank, they don't know your name unless you have money. Got money? Oh, they know who you are. So let's do this. I'm going to partner with you if you allow me to. I'm going to help you rebuild your credit score to 750. I'll make it better than it's ever been. Okay? You're going to learn rules and tools. Next, on this side, we're going to go get corporate credit cards. Now, let's understand, when I helped set up the credit system, when it was TRW and became a Spirit in '96, I'm the man who was training Ken Yarborough, their security chief. I'm going to go after 10 cards for you. And the first one we're going to go after is a Green Spark. It's $100,000. Is that okay? They have 2 sisters at 30,000. That's 160. Listen carefully. I invented division process in 1990, 85, and 86. So that means if I get 1 set of cards, I'm going to go get them again and again and again. Okay, 1 card, 160 times 9, is that $1 million? The answer is yes. Then I'm going to look at Bank of America. Remember, I only like 10 cards, so I'm going to show you the first 5. Okay, we're going to look at Wells Fargo. We're going to look at basically Chase. Then we're going to look at the American Express Platinum card, all right, with paid overtime limit as well. Unlimited card. Now, this could be up to $5 million if you do what I tell you to do. Will you do that? My first question is, will you do what you're told to do? Mark here has been chasing me for a week. Why? Because he screwed up. I got Mark. He says, if you get me a card, all right, I'm going to buy some more services and I'm going to balance my debt. I got Mark a $10,000 card. He owed me $2,000 and didn't pay me. He came up with some BS excuse to do this or that. Problem is his lack of discipline. Mark's been with me off and on for over 10 years, and he never follows through 100%. He does what's called a half-assed job. That's just telling the truth. Now, at this time, we're going to go to the bank. We're going to do it my way, not yours. Yours sucks. Mine works. The bank's going to ask some questions. They're going to ask how long you've been in business, 10 years. How long is your corporation? 2 years. How many divisions you have? How old are those as well? Now, if you answer the questions correctly, they're going to give you up to $150,000 line of credit. It's a checkbook. I'm going to call it checkbook money. These are my 5 favorites that I get people lines of credit all the time, up to $4 to $5 million of credit. Again, let's watch. Divisions justify the projection of $1 million in sales. we can create a business plan. So there's your goal. Now let's pay attention. So we got the credit, we got the line of credit or the credit card, right? Either way is to get the damn money, because the reality is you're not making. I want you to focus, okay? I want you to create $1 million of credit. If not, I'm going to do it for you. Is that all right? Then we're going to target a business. We're going to go buy a business that is run by a third party. Then you're going to get up to $100,000 a month. Would that be all right if we do that for you? Okay. So corporation with divisions. So let's understand. 3 divisions in a corp is a projection of $1 million. Next, my dashboards, listen carefully. I am an affiliate to creditors, just like a Credit Karma, Experian.com. I'm allowed to pop cards for personal and business simultaneously. When I go after the platinum, all right, business card, it'll ask what I like, additional cards or personal cards. So remember, platinum is unlimited. Okay, has a pay to time limit, usually about $60,000. Now I'm going to go after the gold too. So I'm going to go after both of these, all right, at the same time of other cards and lines of credit. What is our goal? $100,000 now. Okay, cutting to the chase. Now we're going to play with banks. So remember, no pictures, no recording, write things down. We're going to find banks that allow CDs. We're going to listen to the words leverage money. I have taught more rich and famous people on this planet how to leverage money for 47 years. Okay, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, and everything else. I'm going to pick on Chase this week. Chase has got a 31-day CD. Listen very carefully. All right, what do they have? 31-day CD. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to learn to leverage money my way. Okay, I want to show you exactly how to make more money into more money. Let's say we take that $100,000 of a credit card or line of credit. Got it so far? And I'm going to do this with you or for you. This is Gerald. Gerald's the head of a mega church in Los Angeles. I got him $100,000 at US Bank. We took, listen carefully, $75,000 of that $100,000 we put in the corporate bank account. We added 5 divisions, write down 5. Okay, then we basically asked US Bank for a CD. They gave us a business CD. Okay, now how many names are on the CD? 5. Or is it true or 6? Come on. I said 5 divisions in the parent company makes 6. So there are 6 names on the CD. Now watch what happens. Once the money's there, we ask to borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. Write it down. Borrow money is not what? Taxable. They gave us a line of credit, all right, for $75,000. We wrote a check right back to the same bank. Listen carefully. We're going to leverage money, reference 3. Write down reference 3. If I'm going to get you to millionaire and billionaire, I need you to pay attention. So we did a reference of 3. Okay, got it so far? Now, the reference of 3 allows me to fill out an application. When you fill out an application for credit, there's a lot of blanks you have to fill out. You have to understand it asks all kinds of questions. For instance, do you have a bank account? Yes. What is your balance? $75,000. Do you have a CD? $75,000. Do you have a line of credit? $75,000. On paper, what does it look like? Come on. Okay, it looks like $225. Now, when we fill out the application, as a consultant for banks for 29 years, okay, the back room, the underwriter is going to see that you have money. You got money, here's some more money, okay? Don't have money, what's your name again? A reference at 225. Are you paying attention? Now, one of the reasons you want to go to my next boot camp, which we're calling the Summit, is I'm only doing this for the TV shows that are coming up next year for the commercials. So you should be in that room with me. We're going to be leveraging money all over the place. Okay, there's many ways to do this. This is basic to turn it into 1,000,025. So let's watch. Applications in the bank equal more corporate credit. They gave us 1,125,000 of a line of credit. Does that make sense? So now I have $1 million of borrow money. See what happens with you? You would have taken that $75,000. So again, what do we leverage money? We grow the business of borrow money because that offsets taxes and creates debt, manageable debt. You piss away $50 every day or every other day. Is that correct? You waste $700 a month on crap when you could have spent $50,000 on a Wells Fargo card. For what you piss away, you could build your future. Instead, you're sitting there going, that's all, folks. Now watch. I don't care if we take $1,000, 5, 10, 25, 50, 75. In other words, you might want to literally, not 100,000. Maybe I can only get you so much credit so far because you're not listening and you're not balanced your debt yet. That'll be on you. What do? Listen very carefully. We're going to borrow money, not taxable. Listen carefully. Borrow money is not what? Taxable. We're going to buy the lifetime income. We get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. See, you've been jacking up dropping the score, can't get any more because you allow yourself to be the duck and the sheep. You've been the duck and the sheep. It's simple. You allowed yourself to bring the damn pain home. It's time to man up and woman up, knock off the crap. We're going to take this borrow money. We're going to buy real estate and franchise. Okay, what stays open during pandemic and goes up and away in value. Got it so far? Now, let's give you an example. Okay, this is Dave. Dave did what I told him to do. We're going after what I call, all right, basically not running a business, but owning the damn thing. So this means I went after EV charging stations. Why? California is 1 million short. They're giving us money to buy the damn things and being managed by third party. See, I had 22,000 pay funds when I was 17 and a half years old. I'm just creating money. I had 19 houses. They told ways. So, are you kidding me? They go, how'd you get 19? Well, I'm smarter than you. What can I tell them? So I transfer my properties in my divisions and freed up my loan to value problem. This is where we have to blueprint you and rebuild you. Now, Dave did the EV charging stations. I want him to do basically storage units, all right, laundromats, dry cleaning, and real estate. But for Dave, all right, as to doing these, even some bridge loans, all right, these are planned divisions. A corporation should never be named as you or what it does because that'd be stupid and stupider. Corporations neutral, managing entities called divisions. Now, Dave's just new, so he's got 96,000 coming in a month. Not a lot, but I promised him 100,000 a month. But I need him to do what I tell him to do. So he's on track to create that 100,000 a month. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So maybe you want it to be your turn. It's up to you. Now, if I was to pop credit for you, okay, in the office, nationwide, everybody wants to charge 10%, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I've created over 60 billion for my clients in 47 years. I have 29 billionaires and 32 million millionaire clients. If I was to get you 100,000 of credit, and that's the number I'd like you to go by, the office is going to charge you 10,000 bucks, 10%. Now, this is an opportunity for you. This is not for all of you. This is who's going to be serious and do it now. If the rest just basically go back and go like you've been doing anyway. So I like to give a 50% discount. So tonight you wanted 500,000 credit. It's $5,000. There you go. And what we're going to do is borrow money. All right. This is during the webinar only. And let's watch. Take a picture. It's Zelle. I like Zelle only. ray@raycredit.com. All right. And I'm the recipient. Bank transfer, deposit, wire. If we had to, yes. Let's watch what we can do. Now, foundation's the key. Foundation is everything. If you have a corp like I showed you, they sue it, they're probably going to sue you. Corporation neutral, having divisions will be the line of defense. We have to realize this is a mean world. It's cruel. It'll want to always kick your assets, and that's no fun. So it's like when you invest in something with me. Okay, there's a $100 million building I obtained. Here's $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the damn keys. Okay, very simple. But again, I have everything I want. All right, I like that. I didn't like eating out of a damn trash can as a kid, and I didn't like being used and abused. I would have loved to have a mommy and a daddy and a family too, but I didn't get that either. So again, One of my projects out of 941 is called Faizuli's Colombian Coffee. This is where we have the empanadas and the arepas and all the nice Latin foods. Okay, we want to give Starbucks a run for their money. But that doesn't mean you have to be part of this one. I have 941 projects to play with. Which one you want to play with is up to you. This one here, I got a pop-up for 3 days before a pandemic, and we want to do a pop-up to see if it would work. It's a prototype. They gave us a Burger King. Okay. So in 3 days, we brought in $96,000 of profit after everybody was paid, created jobs. That's an opportunity if you want to play one of the locations. Okay, first location here. All right, I am taking all the drive-through restaurants, the Burger Kings, the Taco Bells, whatever is empty, it's all set up, just remodeling it. Okay, that's kind of fun. What does it give us? Opportunity. The opportunity is the goal. Now, here, what happens is very simple. All right, if we do this correctly, if you want to invest and own one of the locations, 5,000, 10,000, all right, up to $50,000. Based on that investment, you would own part of that restaurant, that location. From there, what's going to happen is you're going to receive between $2,000 to $8,500 a month, okay, based on the investment, okay? No problem. It's going to be given to your corporation and your division. What's going to happen is borrow money is not taxable, so we're using borrow money to go get the project. Got it? That is our goal. That investment, you decide what you can afford, 5, 10, or 50. It is Zelle. If it's a credit card, it's 5% on the card because that's what the bank charges us. Okay. First payout will be in 2025, probably around March. All right. Now we're going to take a division, and the form I modified 5 times in 1985 and 84 and 86. We're going to decide, all right, what percentage you get. So your corporation and your division is going to be 4A. This is ownership. My corporation, my division is going to be number 4. All right, that's going to allow me to get 75%, and you're going to get 5 to 20% of ownership based on your investment. Okay, you decide how much ownership you want. Now, I'm never going to sell my side, ever. I've been doing this since 97 with clients, and I don't sell. I hoard everything I get. You want me to buy you out? Not a problem. Okay, very simple. I like keeping everything. Okay, this is how I made millionaires and billionaires since 87. Here's a certificate of ownership, okay, of that restaurant, what percentage you get. From there, there's your Zelle again for that 5, 10, or 50,000, or you can use a card. You can email me about that too. Now, there's an opportunity. There's my personal email address. Now, here's what we have to do. Today, we look at today's date. Why? Because you have to look at yesterday and the day before. All you've been doing is reruns. That's all you do. I'm sorry. You're doing reruns again and again. It's like knock off the shit. Stop it. Okay? You're going through the motions. You're paying your bills. You're stressed out, whatever is happening, but it's the same thing. Until you change something, it's not going to change anything. So tomorrow, you're getting up 1 hour to 2 hours earlier, and I want you to be bored. I want you to find your me time. Then you can be active, okay? We can't look at today's date, and we go towards the 90 days. Our goal is to get to the 90 days. At the end of that time, we got to make sure we have 10,000, 50, 100,000 a month. We have to accomplish the goal. Now, it's like in the coaching programs, no problem. Coaching, everyone in coaching gets $1 million of credit. In coaching, half of them have 2 to 3 million. I got people doing 3 to 6 million a year. So again, this is coaching programs that happen to people. So what happens is write down auto income. I didn't know any better as a kid. So I didn't know about passive income, residual income, all that silly stuff back then. I called it auto income. I needed money coming in on a monthly basis. That's what I needed. That's why I sold the first car. I retained the lien, and I said, you don't need to go to your credit union. I'll carry the paper as a division. That gave me $413 a month for 7 years. Sold my first house. I did assignment of mortgage. Okay, write it down. You'll learn about that as well. That gave me $1,200 a month for 30 years. And I'm talking 30 freaking years, okay? I bought a property for $36,000 in Mesa Woods when I was 19. Hell, I still got the property. Why the hell would I sell it? It's worth a couple $1,000,000 now. It's ridiculous. But again, coaching, you're joining my club, but then your case file's on my desk in my office, and I'm maintaining it daily. The goal is to figure out, what do you want? What is your real goal? Okay? What is your real goal? Again, this is up to you what your goal is. So let's understand something. Okay, I'm just taking a picture. Somebody made a comment. I always make sure I have notes of all these things. Very crucial. Okay, as we do all these things, all right, as we have some fun. All right, I'm interested in line of credit. Also would like to invest. But unfortunately, things are in the fact my personal credit is not great, and I don't have the money to fund this. Once credit is fixed, all right, again, it depends on what you're trying to do. I don't want to fix your credit, okay, because I don't believe in fixing credit. I don't believe in credit repair, okay, even though I wrote one of the rules and tools out there. I believe you have to rebuild it and understand it. If not, you're going to keep screwing it up again. See, people make the same mistake about personal credit 10 plus times in your life. You have brought the pain home many times. There's ways to get around that. There's ways to create what needs to be done. Analyzation, look at your file. What do we need to do? Dissecting it. It's like, what is your goal? I believe your goal, you probably have a list. If you don't, you should have a goal list. Okay, I believe you should let me create your goal list for you. I believe you should allow me to rebuild you and clone me into you, because I don't want you to think. I'm sorry. The more you think, the more you screw up. My way works, your way sucks. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm right, the world's wrong. How's that? That's what I believe. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 a month. This is monthly income. Okay, this is what I always focused on to solve problems. Okay, I knew I needed the money to pay my bills. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you and all the other people, most of them. All I got is use and abuse and a bunch of bullshit. And I had to fight to get out of hell. If you want to make money, the client says, I got to rebuild. Okay, refer 5 people today. Get them to sign up and I'll sell you 20%. See, here's an opportunity for that person that says credit sucks, wants to make some money. Refer 10 people, 5 people, 2 people. I'll give you 20% for every referral you send over and spend $1. Okay, I'll take away your problem. Every time there was a problem, or basically as a kid, I come up with solutions every time. This is the way every one of you can make $1,000 tonight. But I'd sell it back to your corporation so you don't pay tax until you're profitable. What do we look at next? Looking in the mirror. I had to put myself in check. I got nobody to help me besides me, all right, as a kid. So I looked at my list, and I don't like reruns. Let's understand. Every Monday at 6:12 in the morning, there's a brand new list that comes out for basically repo of cars, boats, houses, apartment complexes, and duplexes. Okay, probate, divorce list, bankruptcy. Maybe you want to sell, supply in cash credit or something, or vendor credit. I don't know. There's always a way to make money. So your corporation, right, literally write it down. You need that corporation, neutral. I don't care if you have an LLC or C. We're going to convert it to S because I said so. We're going to get you 100,000 in credit because I said so. You're going to have 9 divisions because I said so. And we're going to get you basically to up to $1 million. If you do what you're told, in about 36 months, your company's worth about 10 million. But again, I tell you, don't think, just do. The more you think, most of you, I'm sorry you screwed up. You second guess yourself. Mark, I got him a $10,000 credit card. You reduce this, give him a $10,000. You're gonna pay me 2. He owes me 2. You're gonna balance his debt. What does he do? Some other stupid thing. I don't get crap, and he's going, Ray, forgive me. Stop it. Man up. Okay, this is the world is cruel as hell. Okay, you're supposed to balance your damn debts and pay me my $2,000 you owe me. Okay, it's simple. I don't need the damn money. It goes to the corporation. I don't get a paycheck. but I got to support this team here. So it's like we're doing real estate. Right now you have 16 states that have brand new friggin' houses, brand new, under 100,000 bucks. What do? Let's see. Which card do we want to charge 5,000 to? Pick one. Okay? Why the hell would I use my own money? I don't like using my money, never have. I'm going to use corporate credit as a down payment, and now I'm going to buy 3 of these suckers. I'm going to get a Section 8 or real estate office to manage them for me. I'm going to sit back and be the banker while I go, that's all. See, the problem with most people, they want to run a business, and they don't get screwed up anyway. Okay? So what is our goal? 10,000, 100,000 a month. We go to Texas, go to Utah, go to Arizona. Okay? It doesn't matter where we go. You have brand new houses everywhere. And there's a way to turn it into a money-making machine. There's the goal. Dry cleaning. I wrote the damn book on dry cleaners. Dry clean, laundromats, dry cleaning, all right, car washes. This is all the things that I've done all my life. You see, dry cleaning, half of them don't even dry clean clothes. It's a storefront. There's a company that picks up in the back and sends it back and forth. I got my client 3 locations. 3. Right now, you have 6 locations in Arizona ready to go. Would you like one? They want 15,000 down. You got 15 grand? Oh, let's see. Which card do I use? That's as easy as it is. Close the damn escrow. See, if you're going to roll the dice, why the hell would you roll the dice as you? It hurt you and your family. I call that stupid. Okay, people aren't stupid. They just do stupid all the time. This is 63,000 a freaking month so far. All right, laundromats are everywhere. Got a client getting a couple of those in Arizona right now. By the time we're done, the management company, that's 30,000 a month. Do you want to start making money or not? Okay, I don't want you to run the damn business because you probably screwed up. Storage units, hell, I wrote the rules on that. Controlling up to 40 plus units of storage units in California is fun. I love these things. The management company, they hire the employees. There's cameras everywhere, and you just collect money and get the difference. I mean, this is the no-brainer. You can be as stupid as you can be, and you can own a storage unit because it doesn't take brains to make money. Again, auto income. Owning Jack-in-the-Boxes for you, that's fun too. All right, gas stations, why? I'm picking things that make sense to me because I don't want to run the damn business. Every one of these here, we can partner up if you want, and I'll do all the work for you, even the escrow, and get it all done for you with a pretty bow on it. And then we'll basically share some profits, have some fun. Again, let's own it. Let's not run it, okay? You don't see people running these things that own the damn things. Now, the thing about EV charging stations in California, they have announced they have 1 million, they need more. Okay, 1 million more. They're willing to finance everything else. Okay, let's do that. See, I had 22,000 pay funds. And then they came up with these things and put it out of business. That was just fun stuff. So if we play the game, let's understand something. Every one of you could own a set of 6 to 19 units, all right, financed it. They get the location, they manage it, and all you became is the damn bank. Would that be okay with the bank? Which card would you like to use? See, you keep stealing from you and your family. I don't think that's smart. Now, somebody should drive you around the city as you're the passenger. This time, basically look around on the busy street. Every 6 miles, you find these things. Then ask yourself a question. Why the hell don't you own them? I mean, I don't understand. Why don't you buy some of this stuff and do it right? But again, it's not hard to do. So it's like locations. All right, I find an average of 30 locations a week for people. It's just fun. Would you like 2 or 3? Would you like? But again, this is auto income. Don't think, just do. See, most of you, you're 45 to 70 years old. You're the most disappointed people on this planet. All right, you played it safe. You never took the chance. And when you did it as you and your family. See, a division, you can roll the dice. If you screwed up, disconnect, I'd say incorporate, Federal Protection Act, no intent to defraud. Put it here like banks and grocery stores and cities. Can't save it. Bankrupt the hell out of it. Go get another one. You didn't give yourself a chance to fight. and basically have your family taken care of. Take a picture of this page. Go ahead. See, here's the thing we got to look at. Here's a page right now of everything I've done all my life. This is the type of business I've done since I was a kid. Very simple. I don't want to run it. I want to own it. I got started doing real estate at 21, do flippity dippity doos. At 21, I became the damn bank. Here's a location, built in 1968. What are you going to look at? Well, I'm going to look at DSRC loans, seller finance. So I'm going to look at SBA loan, whatever it might be. I'm going to look at this here and going to tear it apart. So here's what's going to happen. They want 10% down. Okay. They want 3 million. But then the seller finance can kick in too. All right. Let's say we play the dummy way. We put 300,000 down. Okay, we have a new monthly payment. Okay, we have a new loan. We now have 13,452. Okay, so we got almost 14,000 coming in. But here's the problem with you. You think you're done. You're not done. This is what just infuriates me about people. See, every one of those tenants can slip, fall, and try to sue you and screw you up. I'm going to tell you, you're not done ever. We're going to suck out the equity and go do something else. I have two clients. I got them 200,000. One got 300,000, and we got the first location, and we use that equity to buy the next location. They're going, Ray, why did you give the 300,000 in the first place? Because we need it. So if we split these units and do assignment of mortgage, we can become the bank. Being the bank for 30 years at $76,800 a month, is that better? As the bank, they can't sue us, but we can sue them if they don't pay. I can put a note first and second. I can do a homestead. I can sell that as well. See, there's so many things you can turn into money and leveraging. Okay, that's why you need to be at the next boot camp, the last and final one for the TV shows. All right, Freddie Mac, let's look at that. Okay, we sold these 8 months ago. Okay, 90% DSRC loans. Okay, but I got the seller to carry back. I had what I call push 10. I got it for free. Okay, so here's my problem. Okay, I have a very big problem. All right, it has 64 units. It's a good problem and a bad problem. So I have to have 66 divisions. One to receive the location, all right, to the bank, and that's who Chase currently, no problem. And then I guaranteed it as a division of me, but every tenant, I made them sign a different lease. Every lease for every unit is a different name. See, they're going to basically sue the management company when they slip and fall, because everybody wants to blame everybody for everything they do themselves. That's why we have so many bloodsucker attorneys on TV going, I'm number one. So doing this makes you the bank. Is that okay? Is that okay we reverse these, or Section 8, or all right, become the bank for 30 years? All right, and carry paper for a second and homestead too? Is that all right? We turn it into a lot of money? See, there's the goal. So again, I want you to think about different ways to play the game. See, for me, when I created my first billion at 26, I got 2.6 billion in corporate structure. My fear was to get fat, ugly, and die, because I was bored. Fat, ugly, and die. This is boring for me. I had to stay active to help more people. This is just some of the goodies. It's $500 million of goodies. Is that okay? All right. It's like God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. I got to have properties on all 5 islands. Okay. But I have a big problem. I got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy, and Sea-Doos. I needed a large U-Dock, so that's why I got that one. So I go after the goal and the dream. So I always put Ray Reynolds University in all the yachts and race boats because I want marketing. It's a write-off, by the way. All right, how about the Duffy? I get to take the wife to Captain Jack's on Friday or Saturday night. That way she can have prime rib or lobster, whatever she wants. Happy wife, happy life. All right, simple. It's how it works. So the big building are Lamborghinis, okay? Let's understand. At an auction, it was fun. So we can get all the goodies, and I can show all the goodies I'll obtain and more. If you want, I'll rebuild you my way for a while, because I think your way, sorry, I'll say it sucks. All right, now here's me. I accomplished my goals. No matter what you do, there's always some turd trying to knock you down. So when I got the highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth in 1981, hit my head, blood everywhere, kind of a mess. But again, that's my ass higher than 6-foot locker. I was kicking the door jam at 10. And when I kicked the basketball hoop at T-Weaker Junior High in the 8th grade, they took a picture in the newspaper, white men can jump. So the reality is just a bunch of dummies say we can't. So here, I had the Guinness Book of Records come in, and this idiot, all he says first out of his big mouth, where's the wires? Nobody can jump that high. I kicked at the lights, people. That's 13 friggin' feet, okay? I split kicked the hell out of it. He ran out like a little girl. So let's understand, let's accomplish the goal. Okay, there's no excuse for any of you. Okay, you didn't look behind the curtain, and that's what you need to do. All right, because you cannot accept what people tell you, especially the word no. So as we do this. Now, after my coma, which I died and came back in 2011, and I died in 2009, very simple. All right, I had to do some research. Found out my grandfather is Richard Bishop. He won the Olympics in 1932. Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. Maybe that's why I can kick so high. Don't know. Kind of looks like a gangster. Doesn't he look like a gangster from the 30s? The word no does not mean no. Okay? You accepted no, and I do not. I'll find a way. So let's talk about specialty classes. You have a corporation. Oh, goody for you. LLC. All right. C Corp, S Corp. What is it? But see, what happens is, like on Saturday, all right, I'm doing a class on basically stock kit, membership kit. See, we have to understand that's the Bible of the corporation. If we don't keep the paper in order, the paperwork, we're in trouble. That's how they pierce the veil. That's one of the first things they ask for. So let's stop treading water and playing it safe. Let's write these 5 things down. All right, like the person says, my credit's not up to par. Okay, let me do this. Let me help rebuild your credit. Wrap a rescore, hold your hand, show you what you need to do, and my team basically beat it up for you as well. Okay? Let's rebuild it. Corporation, you're going to need 9 divisions. From there, what we're going to do, cash credit. What do we talk about? 100,000. These are 150,000 each. Want some over here? What do we need to do? If we do this right, we don't bring the pain home. It's a division process. Now we need checkbook money. Okay, and we need vendor and supply money. See, these are a must-have to get to millionaire, period. As we do this, you have a corporation, good for you. Okay, what are you doing? How much cash credit do you have? You should have $1 million of cash credit at least. Why not? But again, if you don't have one, I'll give one to you for free. That's right, I've been giving them out for free for 47 years. So what happens is you stop bringing the pain home, you pay your filing fee for your corp, you put your ducks in a row, and I repackage you my way. All right? Because I think your way, what again? Sorry, sucks. All right. So let's look exactly at other people like you from the past and the present. Okay, here's Glenn. He lived in his Pinto car for 3 years, feeling sorry for himself. Millionaire business, brand new house, brand new truck. Okay? We take people coming out of prison. Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. $3 million in credit. He was in prison for 26 years. Thomas, within 6 months, brand new dump trucks. Brand new dump truck business, that's what he wants to do. All right, in 6 months. We look at Michael as a client, God rest his soul. We look at Arnold. All right, no problem. Fiji Islands, Dr. Lucky and I, hospital we built. We look at President Clinton. He got a little trouble, right? Didn't buy me in trouble for hugging too much. Well, I did 2 corporations for Ronald Reagan. All right, Nancy kept just saying no, just say no, just say no. I did teach our children, became the DARE program, by the way. So kind of fun stuff. So here's Costner. Here's Giovanni for Pixar. Here's college professor at Biola University. Here, all right, here's Superman for Gold's Gym. Here's Cook and Vane, God rest his soul. And I got her $1 million too. She's got her videos out there as well. See, my point is I can rebuild anyone. And I've done this for 47 years if you do what I ask you to do. But again, that's your choice. I'm also known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels. So what are we going to do next? Okay. I believe in don't ever take anything I say personally. I believe you sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family and you said, honey, let's start a business. Let's jack up our credit cards. Let's drop our score. Let's get stuck. Can't get any more. Let's hawk our house and let's be stupid. Now, you didn't really say that part, did you? See, what you did was stupid. I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. All right. Your personal credit, when I helped set up the system a long time ago, didn't tell you the rules and tools of 25, 29%. Your goal is to never bring the pain home. A corporation is a legal person. It allows me to build $100 million of credit. Would you like at least 100,000 to $1 million? See, the money you use for business should always be cash credit from the corporation. So what do we look at? So we're going to learn about balancing your debt. Every one of you have a problem. You have one set of credit files under your SSN, which you weren't supposed to in the first place. Every time you jack these up, so you're going to put a sticky in the back of your card. Write it down. We're going to dummy proof this. Write down all cards fluctuate. Write it down. But two, all cards what? Fluctuate. When I wrote the rules and tools at 25, 29% rule, period. Okay, when I was helping Yarborough, TRW became Experian. Okay, there are two cards that do not fluctuate. They're these. They are unlimited up to $1 million, and they have a paid overtime limit as well. So if you would have used the rules and tools, maintain these, got emergency, no excuses, use these. When you maintain a payment, you make the card pay each other anyway, you maintain $750. See, these rules and tools, so basic, if you would have known in the first place, you wouldn't have jacked up the wrong damn cards. And none of you would have shitty credit today. All right, isn't that about the truth? So, rules and tools. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Been around 40 plus years helping people. When I was helping Yarborough, TRW became Experian. We're going to learn Ray's rules, okay? Now, if we're going to partner up, I got to make sure you're not a crook. That's right. You can't be a crook. Write down irs.gov and write down 1244. Write it down. See, I need you to understand something. Okay, the 1244 is converting C or LLC to S. Then I need you to basically understand that you have a corporation that can file one tax return with you together. Set up your own account, maintain your tax returns. You're going to have a creditor that sends you a form. It is called 4506T or C. I need you to be prepared. I'm always going to say plan the problem. I've had the devil sitting on my shoulder since the day I was freaking born. He won't go away. So again, we got to fight through the pain. Now, I had my old shit day. July 4th, 2009. My wife wants to take one of my yachts in the backyard with a group of people. Someone had a virus. Okay. I got in a coma. The next day I get to die and come back. So this is the thing that sucks. Didn't matter I was worth 3.7 billion in corporate structure. It didn't matter. The fireworks in the yacht killed me. I got to come back. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA, steals everything. So what are we going to plan? The problem. What are we going to do? Make sure we're understanding, if I blueprint you my way, I'm going to make sure that every one of you do exactly what I want you to do. I don't want you to think. I want you to have EV charging stations, storage units. I want you to do bridge loans, real estate. Those are the things we're going to do. Okay, if you play with me. John here has 26,000 a month just to start with. Maybe it's your turn. Not a lot, but he got started. Next, we look at Robert. Robert did more and more and more pieces, and it builds up. 35,000. Okay, again. Here we look at Dave. What do we got for Dave? We build it up. 96,000 a month. This is what I do for everyone in coaching. This is what I would do with you or for you. Okay, Katie's very simple. Got to the point. She's done even more than this. It's $224 a month. $250,000 a month income to the corporation. Again, business, I don't want to run it. I just want to be the bank. I want to own it. Again, what do we look at? Peter does his marketing and everything else, and literally he's doing phenomenal. Okay, he's doing 367. David's doing 6 million this year. Okay, and he started a pandemic being an electrician. Again, what is the corporations in front of you? Okay, so let's understand. In front of you, it says it's a legal person. I'm not here to be legal accounting advice. It may sue or be sued. A corporation, when they sue it, they will sue you because you had to sign something outside the corporation, no matter what anybody says to do. Okay, so your corp is allowed 4 things. These are Ray's rules. So let's write them down. Number 1, you're going to buffer tax. No tax to due to your profit. Write it down. Number 2, I'm going to build you 100,000 plus of credit. Is that all right? Your car will be purchased, the new one, under fleet price. Fleet price tax ID division. You will stay at a hotel, get a buffet. Simple, free buffet. Your division, listen carefully, will be your line of defense. You will no longer be you, all right, bringing the damn pain home, which you've been doing since day 1. The division's going to replace you. All right, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, we separate liability. So let's understand. If we set it up my way, what I created in 84, 85, 86, you will create a division because I said so and how to, and that'll create your line of defense. You will create a corporate umbrella. Listen very carefully. Debt follows SSN SS4. SS4, you can write everything off. SSN, you can't write daily squat. The only thing that creates credit reports right now is SSN SS4. Debt follows both. So it's like it's a hot potato. We're going to build credit. But a division, if I have a problem, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and put the piece over here. You didn't have the ability to do that because you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep. That stops now. If we play this game my way, who guarantees the credit card? The division, restaurant, house. It'll take 2 divisions per location, 2 divisions per entity. 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it and quit being you. That's what you have to understand. All right, so we're going to play and make sure who's the duck now? Corporation, division, process. So remember, the only way you get to play with me is a corporation with 9 divisions. Because worst thing is 1 card, 100,000 times 9 is $1 million. Okay, worst case, that's $1 million of credit. If we build the credit, we can get the money to get the honey, and we get to accomplish the goal. So how do we multiply? Divisions. Multiply, division process, the daisy chain credit. It only takes 1 card. Fair Lending Act. 1 card is entitled to 99 more. How many would you like? This time we're going to do it my way because you brought the pain home and you did it your way, which I think, again, sorry, sucks. So let's understand. Never bring the pain home. If banks and grocery stores in cities can line up in bankrupt locations, branch numbers, subsidiaries, and stay in business and follow the money and honey, so could you. If we target, and this is where I'm going to have to find out, would you like a storage unit? Would you like a laundromat? Would you like basically dry cleaners? Would you like an apartment complex? You're going to have to position yourself correctly. Let's understand. All banks are going to ask, is your corporation 2 years old? That's why corps and divisions have to be set up now. This is the first day of the 4th quarter. We're running out of time. We're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. That's how it works. So as we play this game, our goal is to play to win. That's why my first series of books I wrote 47 years ago were Winning the Game of Business. So let's understand. I need 9 divisions to build up to $1 million of credit. Every division, 100,000. If each division is going to get a laundromat or dry cleaners, I'll need 18 divisions. 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it. Got it? If I'm going to do storage unit, I need 36. Apartment complex, 72. These are a must-have to separate liability. Again, you do what you need to do in the beginning. The way I designed it in my book 30 years ago here, corporation, division, 3, 2, and 1 more. This allows me under a corporate umbrella to build $16 million of credit. $16 million. Each entity is entitled to $1 million of credit. Divisions are simple. In my system I set up in the 80s, dashboard, I get to use history of millions, set up the credit report, Experian, Treasury, Equifax, no problem. From there, we daisy chain credit first, then we get the tax ID to separate liability. Each division at the office will charge you $4.99. It's a good price anyway. 3 for $1,500. Here you get 3 for $9.99, 9 for $24.99. If it's tonight during this, I double the numbers. If not, you call the office tomorrow, talk to someone in sales, let them make their commission. That's no problem. Again, it's basically 6 for $9.99, 18 for $24.99. That's an opportunity. If you're going to partner up, we need the right foundation. And I'm going to say Zell. Let's watch. If I create my corporation correctly, okay, the way I designed this, okay, parent company, we're going to get a division. We'll say we name it in 100. 100. 100 is going to change positions. 101 A, B, and C. What is our goal? See, you, all right, might have children, your husband, wife, whatever situation. Every person has their own credit files. Every division has the same thing. So we have the ability to build cash credit to corporation, tax ID, and write it all off. And we don't bring the pain home. There's the ultimate goal. So each division will create a subdivision. Subdivision. That's what's important to all of us as we do this correctly. So keep that in mind as we play the game to what? Win. So we're going to do this. So understand for me, I had a problem in basically the 80s and part of the 90s. I had $53 million of credit cards because I've been collecting this stuff since I was literally 9 years old, helping hand. I got 100,000 in the mail, okay, without even applying like most people did anyway. So what happens is we get to play. So let's understand. All right, if you have a copy of my book called Buckets of Money, you should research it and look at it some more. So if not, get a copy of it. See, what happens is I created a matrix. All right, I took 4.6 million of the corporate credit, trying to save because I'm shrinking it because I'm not using as much. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to use $53 million of credit cards? Okay, the reality is very simple. So I created this matrix, 4.6 million, okay, 190,000 a month. It took me 18 months, 41 divisions. This is in 97, okay? The assets behind it, the notes were $1.1 billion, okay? Because every time I loan money, I could put a second trustee, homestead blocker, UCC1, chattel mortgage, something, $1.1 billion. So if we do this correctly, the next one in the Buckets of Money book was when I took $16 million and created 661,000 a month. You could follow those step by step and do the same thing. The goal should be everything we do is known as a bucket of money. A division is a bucket of money coming in. If we build the credit, we finance the business, the money's coming in and we get to keep the difference. That's called profit and loss. But then because we create enough debt, we offset the taxes anyway. Now, I've been offered a TV show this year. They got it delayed. It'll be for 2025. So what happens is they ask me to create some commercials, have an event. Usually I do in person or online. So what we have is an event coming up. So here was my building before I died in a coma. 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum. My first series was called Winning the Game of Business from Repackaging America. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow fee per time. I created that, all right, 46 years ago myself. So the 1,000 steps you're going to need to master. All right, one of the main reasons you'd ever want to make sure you go to the next summit or boot camp is because we're going to be leveraging money and you and I are going to be step by step, hand in hand to make sure you don't screw this up. In Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs, that's the full blueprint of success. #1 infomercial years ago as well. And that's what I call it, the blueprint for success. I own the rights to that, by the way. Okay, I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years Every Wednesday night, 5,000 a set. Simple. There's that coma. Now, I'm going to say we all have an oh shit day. Sorry, just the truth. Find myself in a coma. I get to hear things going on. My wife's freaking out. She calls the office. All right. Ron, my district manager, goes to the office. U-Haul truck. He knows I'm in a coma. They say I'm going to die. Okay. He takes U-Haul truck to steal my books and CDs. See, the people around you will screw you over. Not all, but some of them. Tom, my IT manager, sells my websites and my phone numbers to the highest bidder because I have 50 million people in my database. By the way, he sold it to a porn site. Never, ever call the phone number on the CD. So my point is protect your assets. So if you don't have a copy of Millionaire's Founders Kit, it's free if you go to the boot camp. If you need to, you can call the office for $500. They'll sell it to you. I give it away for $2.99 during the broadcast only. And it has to be Zelle. If not, forget it. Call the office, use a card. Pay $500. So let's understand. I accomplished my goals. And the thing I'm going to do for these 3 days is we're going to leverage everything we can. We're going to rebuild people like Humpty Dumpty. I'm only allowing 25 people in the room because that's what we're setting up for the TV show. And we're going to film people as well. Again, so let's write it down. Every one of you need to be in person if you want to learn to leverage money. I have people flying in all over the place. I have about 17 places available, spots available. The rest are sold. So October 25th, 26th, 27th, you're stuck with me. There's the goal. You reach your highest goal ever. I always have. So if you don't have the real estate system financial series, if you go to Summit and Bootcamp, all right, it's theirs for free. It's yours for free. You want a copy? All right, the office is $1,000. I give those 2 series for $4.99. So let's understand. What is their goal? I want to make sure we tear apart the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Every step to create $1 million of cash credit and multiply it. I want to make sure we go to the real estate system, how to basically do real estate under division process. I want to make sure we use financial services, become the bank, buckets, money, and tax balancing. So based on this, worst case, you spend $2,000, okay, because you're going to invest something. But it's like, well, Ray, if your future is not important enough for you, you need to be here in person. If you're at home, have 2 computers, one to watch me, one to work on. This is hands-on. So for $2,000, you get $10,000 of credit. The 3-day event, books and CDs, you're missing them, and you get level 1, 2, and 3 for 90 days. It's a giveaway. Why am I giving it away for ridiculous? Because I need to film for the new commercials, all right, for the TV show. Again, it is a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Now, this is pathetic, okay? I mean, I came out of coma. All right, everything gone. We're homeless. We're homeless, okay, flat out. Okay, I'm walking with an oxygen tank for 11 months. This man needs to man up. He needs to go to the church for the food, drive an Uber or Lyft, or drive a damn garage sale. So I'm going to tell like it is. I told my wife to go to Mark's place. His family owns Jewelry Mart off the freeway. Honey, I'll be right back. Came right back out. Okay, I sold my wedding ring, Rolex necklace, and bracelet. She asked where they were. I said they're being cleaned. See, I lied to my wife because I'll lie to her today if I have to. She knows this. It is my job to protect her. Okay, she trusts me, and I'll take care of what I have to take care of. But what happened is me, simple. Because I have 3 divisions of me in 5 closet divisions, I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. I don't stay down, and I don't know why you do. You do because you didn't have divisions and safety. You've been falling like ducks and sheep, and that's got to stop. As we play this game, we're going to win now. All right? Today, I need you to do some homework. I need you to pull out your driver's license, insurance, registration. I want them changed. You're highly intelligent. You get pulled over by a police officer in a bumpity bump, you're giving out somebody your home address. That's called stupid. You're smart, but you're doing stupid. P.O. box, mailing address, mailbox, etc. Protect your privacy. Now, this is Mary. Mary's just like all of you. She comes to me after she screws it all up. She's Ivy League education, okay? Married her third grade sweetheart. He's the same thing. They're making $250,000 a year for Apple as a VP. Mary decides to start the restaurant because grandma taught her how to cook. She gave $10,000 to the attorney to look at the lease, make sure it's good, and then the $5,000 to the CPA. Look at the books. Starts her restaurant. She used $98,000 of her personal credit. It went from 800 down to 550. Pop. What happened? She calls them up. What did I do? What's their response? They have no idea what the hell they're doing. See, they guaranteed the lease. She made her guarantee the lease. When the restaurant failed, because she guaranteed the lease outside the corporate, so you always have to, let's use the division of me. All right, they came after her personally. She lost her family's house. Husband divorced her 3 weeks later. So remember something. Corporations don't always protect you. Division of you will protect you and your family, but it's up to you. We need to make you a money-making machine. Maybe you want to sell vendor and supply credit. Okay, simple. We're going to call it OPM. We're going to use Dun & Bradstreet. We're going to play. You're going to take a picture right here. Go ahead. One client or person tonight says they have shitty credit. All jacked out, wants some help. Okay, no problem. Let's help him. But what do we have to do? Maybe he's all jacked up. Maybe all the credit's all screwed up. Okay, that could be. So what do we do? Why don't we take and build supply credit, okay, and turn it into what? Cash credit. So we could take supply credit and turn it into cash. That's what the goal is, supply to cash, okay? So the bottom line is very simple as we play this game. So let's understand. So if I'm stuck, what do I do? Debt consolidation crap doesn't work? A bankruptcy? No. So taking supply credit, turn it into cash credit, gives the ability to create about $50,000. So we could balance our what? Debt. You have to rebuild you. All the other BS out there is a bunch of BS. So we can sell supply and vendor credit, Amazon, eBay. So what happens? You should start with 100,000 always. Why do we start with 100,000? Personal credit, we have to balance it. Listen carefully. As long as we balance our personal score and we put these in front, we have a 750. Bottom, I take the corporation. I get the green spark cards, all 3 of them, for 160, but I want 9 more, 9 sets. I want $1 million. I want the B of A, 9 more. I want the Wells Fargo, 9 more. Okay, I want the Chase, 9 more. I want the gold, 9 more. So what am I doing? I'm positioning the corporation, 9 divisions, to multiply each card 9 times, which allows me to get up to $5 million of credit. Okay, up to $5 million. I go to the bank, I line it up correctly with divisions and corporations, and they're going to give me what's called checkbook money up to $150,000. As long as I have a 2-year corporation or division. That gives us my 5 favorites, up to $5.4 million. See, what you should have done is build cash credit to the corporation before you did anything to finance it, because you're not winning the lottery, you're not getting a big enough raise. But again, I want to rebuild you my way for a while as we play this game. $1 million maker, corporate divisions, there's the goal. All right, what do? My dashboard allows me to not only get personal and business platinum, gold business personal platinum, and how we get simultaneously. Do I want a card for my employee free, or do I want basic employee benefit card? What do I want to do? So again, what are we looking to do? These are unlimited up to $1 million. They have a paid overtime limit as well. We play with Chase always in the beginning because they have a 30-day CD, 31-day. What are we going to do? Leverage money. We're going to take the lines of credit I get you or cards, and we're going to reference 3. We're going to reference 3 at 225. All right, listen carefully, because I want to make sure I line you up to get you 1.125. Okay, million line of credit. Borrow money is not taxable. So you better find your whatever it takes to make sure you're at the boot camp, okay? Because you've never had a guy that creates billions hold your hand like me. Now, I don't care if we start with 1,000, 5, 10, 25, 50, 75. What are we doing again? We're going to take borrowed money and we're going to buy our lifetime income, which is real estate and franchise. That is your goal, which you should have done a long time ago. All right, didn't matter if it's David here, other people, okay? If he can listen, so can you. Again, he started out, right now he has 96,000 a month now. Is that good? See, if we can do this, financial freedom, cash flow fee per ton, which I put in my series, all right, 47 years ago, up and away, we can go get the goodies. And that's the goal, getting the goodies. So tonight, if you need me to get you some credit, I'm going to give you 50% off of it as I build you that 100,000. And I want 100,000. It is $4,999. That way we build 100,000, we build you up. Very simple. That's during the broadcast. If you need to start in a lower budget, okay, we go for the 25,000. See the 2,500 bucks? All right, we're going to do it. It's going to be $14.99. A giveaway, $14.99. Then you get that credit and get the next level. Let the system finance itself. If we got to get to 50, all right, instead of 5,000, we're looking at $29.99. So what is our goal? Either way where we start, our goal is where we're going to end up at 100,000 a month. That opportunity is a Zell. Pretty simple. Money making machine. Not only am I going to talk about it, I'm going to hold your hand to do it, and I'm going to make you do what I want you to do. I don't really want you to think. I just want to clone me into you. Again, there's another way you can invest. Okay, one of my locations, very simple, called Fazulis. Okay, our empanadas, arepas, and all the Colombian coffees. We found 96,000 in 3 days as a pop-up. We know we have a winner. So again, which location would you like to play in? Your investment, if you want to play with one of these locations, is 5,000, 10,000, or 50. That'll get you between 2,000, all right, to $8,500 a month. And we know the 8,500 is the $50,000, okay? In between there, you can work the numbers pretty simple. But again, it's borrow money, it's not taxable, and it's a monthly income. That's our goal. Zelle, all right, no problem. Card, we have to charge 5%. Okay, payouts will be in March of next year. So when we share this location, the location you're assigned to, your corporation division will own between 5 and 20%. I'm going to own 75% of that because it's what I've done. All you're doing is buying an income using the corporate credit I build you anyway. Been doing this since 1987. There's your certificate of ownership. From here, it's a Zell, and do that tonight. Okay, it's very simple. As we play, if you want to use a card, email me you want to use a card. So I don't believe you have your time. So the goal would be is tomorrow get up an hour or 2 hours earlier. Find some me time on period. Okay, auto income, 100,000 a month. Drive around, look at these things in your city. Ask yourself, why don't you own these? Somebody should drive you around so you can check them out. Again, it's like on the coaching programs. Everybody in coaching becomes a millionaire corporation. Everyone. Again, you're stuck with me personally. So your case file is in my office, and I maintain it daily. What we have to always do when I do anything for anybody personally, I have to blueprint them. When I wrote down the blueprint for success, I was 9.5 at Torrance Library next to the police department. I wrote down, see it, believe it, go get it. The blueprint is past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. Bankruptcy, tax problem, whatever you have, American Express or Chase, ever mess them up. Next, we have to focus on family because that's the most important thing because I didn't have one as a kid. Okay, corporation divisions. What do we look at? Irrevocable trust. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die. We're going to do it the right way this time. From there, car, house, auto income, and we're going to look at cash flow fee per time. A blueprint call with me If that's all you want, you and your partner of life, because I want that partner of life with us, it's $999. I will design your blueprint. I will give you daily and weekly lists, and we will do it my way because your way has not worked so far. All right. I'm going to go after boring businesses. This is what we're going to do. We take 40,000 off of a Wells Fargo 150 card. Well, what am I going to do? Laundromat, dry cleaner, up to 10,000 a month. I want a storage unit up to 100,000. All right, 45,000 a month. I need a piece of real estate, 75,000 a month. So we're going to do what I like, boring businesses. So what are we going to do again? All right, we're going to become an investor. You're not going to think, you're just going to do, and you're going to own it. You're not going to run it. That's called auto income. As we do this, if you play with me in the beginning, all right, that $100,000, that's what our goal is. We're going to set you up in a 6 weeks coaching program. In 6 weeks, I'm going to blueprint you. We're going to coach you for 6 weeks. I'm going to give you another $25,000 of cash credit, part of that package. I'm going to expedite your rapid rescore, block all the crap. And I'm going to put you in basically workshops level 1, 2, and 3 and specialty. We bill this out at $11,596. Tonight to you, it literally is $4,999. It is a Zelle payment. Very simple. If you wanted to get a long-term coaching, that is 3, 6, and 12. All right, next year I won't be coaching new clients. My junior and senior coaches will. If I'm coaching you this year, you can carry me next year as well. All right, if you want, it's up to you. What do we look at? 10,000, 100,000 a month. That is our goal. All right, we're going to analyze daily and weekly calls, all right, classes, and rapid rescore. We're going to create our list, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. I'll even get on the phone with your creditor with you and make sure we daisy chain credit and we push it up and away. If you look at it, 3 months coaching is $8,000, all right, for 3 months, and I build you 100,000 more credit. If you did basically the 6 months coaching, it's 15,000. I build you 150. If you looked at basically 1 year, it's 30,000, and I build you 300,000 of credit. All right, now when you get to a certain point, I'm going to go after 5 to 10 million now. We're going to keep raising that bar to get you more. But again, all right, 5 to 10 million, that means, laundromat striking. No. Apartment complexes and storage units. And that's what we're going to do. As we do this together, we can build it up and away. Up to you as well. Now, when I build you too much money and too much credit, which I will do, believe it or not, okay, you might want to turn it into what's called a bridge loan. Take a picture. I work with brokers, and they charge $2,000 fee to do that. You take $5,000 on a card or cash, you put it in a bucket of money, and they give you almost 2 times as much of your money back in 12 months. And it's between $809 to $900 a month. You bought yourself an income. That's the ultimate goal. $10,000 bucket, doubling it again for 15 months, 25,000 as well, doubling that up, 24 months. So take your picture. When I build you too much credit or money, you're going to want to do bridge loans as well. Turn it into more money and fight to get the keys. So once again, we basically took a picture of these. Okay, this is what we're going to focus on. Auto income. Okay, we're going to do the work with you or for you. As we do this, locations. When I find people locations all the time, they're not in coaching, I charge them $25,000. All right, if that's the one that we end up closing escrow on. If you're in coaching, I charge you $5,000 for each location to get the keys. That's the goal. From there, what do we do here? If I do all the work for you in coaching, and I even close the escrow with you for you, all right, that location we get. Now you get 75% of that. I get 25%. Now I'm never going to buy you out. All right, I'm not going to sell me out. In other words, we're coaching and we're stuck with you forever. I'm kidding. Okay, I don't ever sell pieces. I'll buy you out anytime you want. and that's since 1987. I like keeping all my pieces. So again, certificate of ownership. It's a Zell if you want a location. What is our goal? Again, in case you want to use a card. Now, when you get bigger and bigger, we're going to go for bigger lines of credit now. That means we're going to go for 250,000. Okay, 250, which means you have to look at basically Stellar Bank, Chase Bank, or American Express. If your corporation does not have 100,000 coming in per month easily, which I got corporations that do a hell of a lot more than that, I'm going to show you one or two, and I'm going to use our tax return for you. In other words, if we partner in any business, we're using the tax return as partnership, okay, and I can verify in a bank account for you as well. I will take your corporation and I will do a division into my corporation with your corporate name, okay? So we'll partner to do that. Now, if I do that, I'm charging you $5,000 to use my bank account, my tax returns for the corporation because we're partnering together. Once I obtain the 250, I'm charging you 10%. So understand, that way we can get SBA loans, anything else, and the checkbook money or the bigger loans too. American Express has a what? Blueprint loan. Scott there said they named it after me. Who knows? Again, American Express Blueprint's 250. If we take the 250 and just loan it out, that's 55,000 a month income. When we look at the American Express, listen carefully, their platinum card is their gateway. If I'm going to do this with you, I will get you an American Express Platinum. You will hand it to me. I will exercise the card and prove that I'm using my bank account to pay the payment. That way we connect the dots. And that way we go after the 250. All right, but again, if they want to look at bank account or tax returns, I have that ready to go. If you do, great, to do it on you. If not, we'll do it with me. We're going to multiply this by divisions. Each division can get up to the 250. That's the ultimate goal. Again, if we use my tax returns, my bank account, and we're going to partner up to go get a location, okay, I'm going to charge you $5,000 to use the account, tax IDs, get your card, exercise it, and basically connect the dots, and I'll be doing the application for your corporation and transfer it over to you minus my fee. That's how it works. That is a Zell. And once again, if you need to use a card, what is our goal? Your goal is to realize flat out you've been bringing the pain home to you and your family because you didn't know any better. They didn't teach you rules and tools what they were supposed to a long time ago. Banks and grocery stores and cities bankrupt locations and keep all the assets and keep, all right, just get rid of the debt. You have the ability to have 3 divisions of you. I would suggest that and understand what happens. We, the people, can protect our families, which we should have done since day one. You've got to stop bringing the pain home, be that CFO, and understand how to reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Look behind that curtain every time. For me, I believe God gave me a gift to help people. Done it for 47 years. I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So your goal is tonight is Zell, and decide if you want to partner with me too. During the week, you can call 800-254-9506. What I offer tonight is not always going to be the same pricing with the office because they get a commission in their base. I haven't had a paycheck for 32 years. Why would I want one of those? Okay. Reality is I want to change the world and have fun with my new TV show and basically not bring the pain home to my family as well. So, all right. Hi, John. Hi, back. So tonight, I hope you learned something. I hope you allow me to rebuild you. Every one of you need to be at that boot camp. We're going to leverage money into millions and billions. So again, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.